So around this time of year, I start making a list of everything that we need based on what we've sold or what has happened disease-wise, or anything that has diminished the population of the plants that we have in our catalog. So these are first year cuttings. They were taken in June or July of this year. And my job when they are at this stage is to make sure that they remain healthy and viable. There's a couple of things that go on with cuttings that cause them to die. Some of them are basic plant care. They're not getting enough water. They're getting too hot. They're freezing in the wintertime, that sort of thing. But other things that I have to address is plant disease, which mostly is fungal related, and insect damage, if we have any. We don't have them a whole lot. These trees are a little more hardier than, say, garden vegetable starts. But lifting this flat up off the ground and taking out all these dead leaves is something that helps keep these plants healthy. Fungus is an organism that it works on consuming dead material. And by removing these leaves, these naturally fall dropped leaves, I am removing a huge amount of opportunity for fungal development in these trees. And keeping these plants weed-free and free of any kind of material that would help fungus or pests, insect pests especially, establish themselves is really important. So when you leave the leaves in the plant tray, you are providing refuge for things like sow bugs and earwigs, slugs and snails, and things of that variety that can damage these little cuttings. At this point, they are plants. They're fairly well rooted. The roots coming through. And my job right now is simply to give them the best environment that I can for them to thrive and become something that somebody who orders a plant from us is going to love. So while I'm taking care of all of these flats and cuttings, I'm having to look at other issues with these plants too, like, whether they're going to root out or whether they're not, any kind of disease they might get. And one diseased plant in this tray can wipe out the entire thing, or it may mean that I have to make an ethical decision to absolutely destroy the entire flat, which means that there won't be any of these varieties for another year. And this tray holds two varieties of cuttings, the Okami, Prunus Okami, and Canomile nivalis. So if we lost this tray right now, we would not have any Okami and any nivalis for next year. We would have to rely on just the stock that we have already established. And because of the timeline that it takes to create something in a 6-inch pot, you're looking at 3 years, sometimes 4 years, maybe even 5 years to get it into some kind of a shape that would support the pricing for a 6-inch pot. And when we lose a flat of cuttings, you're looking at 5 years potentially before you can replace the plants that are having to take up the space in the catalog. So, we may only have 3 or 4 6-inch plants left. We're not going to have them again for at least another year. And then the 4-inch population is going to be decreased because we're trying to get 6-inch plants going, and the 2 3/4 inch aren't going to be existent because these cuttings aren't going to be able to be transplanted in time to make it into this year's catalog. So that is one of the very many things that I do here on this bonsai nursery every single day.